Time now for your forewarned weather with Seth Sanders.
Forewarned forecaster Seth Sanders in for Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. Boy, things are interesting today in the weather department.
And a
right?
beautiful shot behind you too, Seth.
Yeah, it's definitely a weather buffet today. We had the inversion, we had the poor air quality, we had the wind, we had the airborne dust, and we had the rain. And now we have a beautiful sunset. Take a look at this sunset down at the Black Desert Resort. Beautiful. This is our camera down in Ivins, our Skycam. As we take a look at our radar, you see it is starting to taper on off. That moisture shuffling on out. A couple of drizzles are still holding on towards the Wasatch Back, however. Here's a live look from the Wasatch Back. You could tell we don't have a whole lot of precipitation right now, but you could definitely see that it was raining earlier with that wet pavement and a beautiful sunset there. You should have seen it just 2 minutes ago. It had vibrant reds and pinks. Let's take a look at those wind gusts right now. We were looking at wind gusts in the 40s, even 50s earlier, but now it's starting to die down a little bit. It's still a little bit gusty out there, 19 miles an hour in Salt Lake and Milford, 14 for Delta. Southwest Wyoming still gusting. Eastern Utah is about to start to see those winds pick up, though. This just went into effect a few minutes ago. High wind warning for Castle Country, where winds will be coming out of the west and southwest at 30 to 45 miles an hour. And then the Western Uinta Basin under a wind advisory, looking at winds up to 35 miles an hour, gusting up to 60 miles an hour in both of these places. That's going to hold on into tonight, expiring at 2 a.m. Right now, temperatures are cooling. We're in the 40s and 30s for northern Utah, where that cold front has moved through. It's definitely warmer down in central and southern Utah. However, 66 degrees in Milford. Milford is the warmest spot in the state. That doesn't happen very often. 61 degrees down in St. George. That's usually where we see the warmest temperatures. Futurecast walks us through the next couple of days here. High pressure begins to build overnight, which will help clear things out and push most of that moisture to the north. But a few showers could definitely still squeeze into northern Utah, especially the north end of the Wasatch Front and Cache Valley. You can see it as far south as the Salt Lake Valley, though. And then as we get into Friday, that moisture pushes further into the state, bringing more widespread showers to northern Utah and even a few down into the central portion of the state. As we get into Saturday, another wave of moisture pushes in, and that's going to hold on all the way through the weekend and into Sunday. All right, let's take a look at the bigger picture here. It is going to be warm, unfortunately. So this is mostly just going to be valley rain and rain for even a lot of the places towards the Wasatch Back. The Wasatch Back will see periods of a rain-snow mix, but it's going to have a hard time sticking. And as you can see, when it's at 7,000 feet, it's only a chance of rain. They're not going to be getting too much. That wet weather potential kicks up for the weekend, and we're still going to be above 7,000 feet, which includes some mountain valleys. Our totals are looking decent. We'll take every inch we can. We could definitely use more, but we're not complaining. Half a foot to a foot for the Uintas and parts of the Bear River Range. The Wasatch Mountains could get 5 to 10 inches through Saturday, and then mountain valleys and the Wasatch Back could get anywhere from just a dusting to up to an inch of snow. Again, it is going to have a hard time sticking. We have warm ground, and it's going to be a warm snow as it is. As we take a look at the long-term outlook, this is the week of Christmas, December 23rd to the 27th. That wet weather potential still looking way above average, but unfortunately, the temperatures are looking above average too. So we would need nothing short of a Christmas miracle to get a white Christmas this year. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to go way up into the mountains if you want to see that snow. But that's the great thing about Utah, is that you can still see snow even if we don't have it here in the valleys. Regional forecast for tomorrow shows we're going to be in the upper 40s in the north, low to mid 50s for the south, 63 degrees in St. George. Northern Utah is going to have more moisture than the south, but we'll still see a mix of sun and clouds in the south. That's going to hold on for the next 7 days. Not a whole lot of fluctuation in the temperatures. We stay in the mid 60s. The first day of winter is this Sunday. We'll top out at 65 degrees. The Wasatch Front does have a chance of wet weather tomorrow, especially towards the north end of the Wasatch Front. The daytime high of 49, warming up to the upper 50s on your Friday with windy conditions and isolated showers, becoming more scattered on your Saturday. First day of winter, we're looking at rain showers, not snow showers, rain showers. And then there's a slight chance as we get through the middle of the week, temperatures are going to stay way above average, a fairly breezy week ahead of us, and overnight lows are actually going to be warmer than the average daytime high.
Crazy.
Yes.
Wow.
Very warm.
Okay, and hold on to your hats while you're out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shocked
Going
by
to be
that. You need the
Dreaming
extra.
of a wet Christmas, huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's not the song.